Welcome to Mom MD Hawaii. So today I'm going to do a comparison video of the Cricut foil transfer kit versus the foil quill. So Cricut just came out with this foil transfer kit, and unfortunately I just bought the entire set of foil quills for my machine. So I do have a Cricut. The one benefit coming right out of the box for the foil quill is that if you don't have a Cricut machine, obviously the foil quill is for you, because the Cricut foil transfer kit is designed just for the Cricut line of machines, specifically for the Maker and any of your Explore machines. So we're gonna start doing this. I have made it so that one side is your Cricut foil and the other side is the foil quill. So we're going to talk more as I start doing the design, but let's get started. And so I'm going to click Make It. So the same exact designs, and I'm going to compare the fine, medium, and bold tip pens, one on each side. Okay, and so we're going to use, this is medium cardstock, and I actually color coded it. So the way that your foil quill works is that it actually has this thing to screw on. It's an adapter for the foil quill. The thing about the foil quill, it is heat sensitive, and so the foil that it uses needs heat, so you do need a USB port, and you have wires that you need to watch out for. So in order to replace it, you actually use your pen side and you gently push this up. So this is your pen holder. You gently take that out, and then you can put this in, and it should fit perfectly. Make sure it sits nicely in there. Then you clamp that down. And we're gonna start off by putting this in. So you want to make sure you load the foil quill transfer tool. So this kit comes with all of the blades, the fine, medium, and the bold. Comes with this special holder, and you can switch them out. So we're going to start off with the fine tip. And the way you can tell is there's only one line. Now these tips are a little small, so you want to be careful so you don't lose them. And so you can see here that there's 3 different ones. The one with one line is the fine tip, so I'm going to put that one in first. And it just snaps in. There's a magnet. You want to switch out your blade. So I'm going to switch out my regular blade for this special foil transfer kit blade. So I'm going to snap that in, and then you want to load your mat into your machine. So again, one thing is the wires. So you do have to watch the wires as your machine goes. And pressure, I'm going to actually lessen the pressure. So I'm going to do less pressure for the foil, the Cricut foil. And the reason is because the first trial I did, it actually ripped right through the foil, I think because the pressure was too hard. So I'm going to try a slightly less pressure and see if that works well. And then you click go. So it can start going. So let's talk about this as my machine is doing its job. Let's talk about this kit. So you can see that it actually comes with the holder and then the 2 other blades, or I should say sizes. So the one with 2 lines is the medium tip, and then the bold tip is the one with 3 lines. And you can just switch them out. This kit is $39.99. It's available at retailers, on Amazon, and through Cricut.com. And it comes with 12 sheets of 4x6 pressure sensitive foil. So there's this side, and so it comes with 6 gold and 6 silver sheets of pressure sensitive foil. So again, you can see how my foil ended up ripping towards the end because the pressure was set too deep. So I'm going to try a less pressure this time. This was my initial run through. And so I also got this really pretty pack of other colors. So this is aqua, purple, and emerald. So you get a total of, I believe, 8 colors, 8 sheets of each color. So you have 3 colors, 8 sheets of each, and 24 total for these. And the good thing I've already noticed about Cricut is it actually comes with this tape that you use to tape down the edges. And this tape is unique. It's a little bit different, whereas foil quill comes with a roll of washi tape. I definitely do prefer these sheets of tape, adhesive tape, better for holding down your material. It actually does work better, I think, than the washi tape, because the washi tape rolls up on itself. So just out of the box, that's the kind of things that I've noticed and works better. Again, this is before Cricut came out with their own brand of foil. I probably may not have gotten the foil quill set if I had known they were coming out with it, but since they did, now I can compare and contrast the two. I also got these freestyle pens, and so the freestyle pens actually has one extra tip, which is the calligraphy pen. You can see that it's a slanted, slotted pen, and it also has a fine regular, they call it, or medium, and then a bold tip for these pens. I like the pens because if there's a spot that I missed, I can actually just go over it with the pen. Whereas the pressure sensitive one, maybe they'll come out with something later, but let's say there was a mistake. I'm not sure if there's anything you can do to fix it. So this one, at least I know if there's like a part that skipped or something, then I can go back with my pen and color it in. And I also like it because it's freestyle, so you can actually use your stamps with this one. So you can stamp on the foil. So an example would be stamping on this foil, and then you could put it on whatever object you want and then use your freestyle pen. So I probably may use the combination of these pens and the Cricut foil tool. Obviously, the Cricut foil tool is made for design space and for the Cricut machines. So a lot of people, what they've been commenting is that there's no heat and it works seamlessly, which is true. It is obviously designed for Cricut, whereas the foil quill is designed for all of your different cutting machines. So it actually comes with different tips, or if you have a Sizzix machine, or if you have a silhouette machine, so different adapters for the different die cutting machines that you can use. Now, the one drawback, I think, of the Cricut foil transfer kit is that you cannot use it with your Joy. I love my Joy, I really do. And that is definitely a drawback. The benefit is I can actually still use the foil quill with my Cricut Joy, which is made for cards. So makes me very excited. So now it's asking to switch this to the bold tip. So I'm going to switch this out. And again, all these wires and stuff. So I am going to switch that out right now. And then I'm going to switch. I've already preheated it here. So you are supposed to heat it up for a little while. So again, got to switch out this Cricut adapter. Last time I did the bold, it didn't quite reach, so I want to make sure that I'm doing it correctly this time. Maybe I didn't seed it quite deep enough. So let's see if now this one will work. I'm gonna switch this out. Ooh. Okay, so now we've switched that out and press the go button. This is the bold tip. And then while we're waiting, I'm also gonna warm up the fine tip so it's ready. So again, wires. That's the thing that a lot of people have been saying. The big difference is there's no wires. No wires at all. And this one did the bold. Looks like it wrote fine this time. And again, so switch this out. This in here. And I'm just gonna feel, probably need to let it warm up just a little bit. And so this is the fine tip, you can see here. And then so you can see how much longer it takes to switch out these different blades. Not blades, sorry, these different tips. So the foil quill, definitely if you're using different tips, different widths for the tips in your machine. And then we're gonna click go. See how this one works. And so this is for fine, the fine tip. I did see, so now for the Cricut foil, the other thing is that there's not a lot of foil colors at this point. That's because now I want to take this out. We're done with all of these. Now it's saying for the Cricut foil tool, you want to put in the fine tip, which I believe I already have in there, is the fine tip. So I'm going to press the go button. So one thing is that there's not a lot of foil colors. Right now on Cricut.com, there's only gold, silver, and these three colors, which is the aqua, purple, and the emerald. I did see HSN, though, is going to come out with a bundle that includes some other colors, so rose gold, and some pink colors. I was just looking at this morning. Okay, now it's stopping again, and it's telling me to load the medium tip. So this is the difference in changing your tips with the foil quill versus this, is that it's a lot easier. You just pop this out, you change your tip, you stick it in there. The other thing is the price. So the transfer foil Cricut set is only $49.99, and it includes everything to start foiling with your Cricut machine. And I think I forgot to lessen, so I might pause. Oh, let's pause it. So I'm going to press continue. So I'm going to change the cutting pressure. Cut pressure. Okay, it does say less. Just checking because we want less pressure because it tore my foil sheet last time. And then we can press go to resume. So this is less pressure than it was last time. So hopefully it does not tear my foil this time. And what I was saying is that the kit itself is a lot more affordable. So these foil quills, the actual set is more expensive for the foil quill than it is for the Cricut foil. But you could, like me, I got mine actually used secondhand on eBay, and it wasn't that bad. And they work great, as you can see. It's just that the foil themselves is definitely way more cheaper, more affordable with the foil quill. So you can get a whole roll of foil quill like this for a lot more affordable, for a more affordable price, and in different colors. So it kind of depends what you like as far as variety of colors versus affordability. Again, if you were going to if you have a Cricut machine and you haven't gotten the foil quill, definitely recommend the foil quill, the Cricut foil, because it's made for this machine. It's better, definitely, because it's made for your Cricut machine. It works seamlessly with Design Space. You can change from fine to medium to bold tip much more easily. It doesn't require any heat. So there's many reasons why this option is better for your machine, and it doesn't void your warranty. So for those of you who don't know, you can't put non-Cricut adapters or tools into your machine without voiding your warranty. So if you are less than a year old from purchasing your machine, you probably do not want to get the foil quill because it will void your machine's warranty. Unless, like me, I also have a Cricut Joy, and I have used my foil quill in that as well, because that machine, one of my machines, I own two. That's how much I love the Cricut Joy. One of the machines doesn't have a warranty because it was refurbished. It works great, and I did use the foil quill in that machine. So, and I have a brand new one that I still have the warranty that is good for a full year, that I did not use the foil quill in because I did not want to void my warranty. And this is also looking at the different size tips, so we can compare. Again, the fine, they call it regular, but medium, and then the bold tip for the foil quill. So again, other benefits that I saw is that the foil quill actually does a little bit more materials. I actually saw something where you can foil quill fabric. You'd have to try it out first. It says it depends on the fabric, but it actually does work on fabric as well, whereas the Cricut foil does not, because it's pressure sensitive, whereas the foil quill is heat sensitive. So it's not quite the same. What else? So again, that's kind of my review. I will be keeping both the Cricut foil transfer and the foil quill, mainly because the foil quill works in my Cricut Joy, and I make cards in my Cricut Joy, and very easily I can use the foil quill in my Cricut Joy to make a whole bunch of foiled cards, and they turn out great. So if you want, you can see my video for that. But again, I did that and bought the foil quill without knowing that Cricut was coming out with their own foil transfer system. I, again, probably would not have bought it, but I'm kind of happy I have it so that I can do cards and foiling with my Cricut Joy, because I really do love my Joy. I love that it's so cute and it's portable, and most things I make nowadays is on the Joy. So that's another drawback for the Cricut foil, is that you can only do it with a laptop at this time. You can't use the foil with your phone or your iPad at this time. Eventually they may make it so you can do that, but at this time you can't. So you'd have to have a computer, a laptop working with your Cricut Maker or your Cricut Explore machine in order to use the Cricut foil. And so we're almost done with this, and then the last thing I'm going to do is switch out this tip for the bold sample, and we can take a look and compare. You guys may have noticed that I'm using a fabric grip mat for this project. The only reason for that is because this mat is really, really, really not sticky. It is been used with a lot of fabric, and so it's not as sticky as it is when you first get it. So it's actually more like a standard grip or a light grip mat, which is perfect for cardstock. So switching out, this is now my bold tip in there. And so I'm pressing the flashing C button. So it goes. And this will be the last one. And then we'll take a look at it and compare it. If you have questions, let me know. But really, I am horrible, and I'm going to keep both sets of my foil quills as well as my foil quill pens, because I feel like obviously I can only use the Cricut brand in the Cricut machine. And so this is what it looks like when it's done. We're going to peel off these placement stickers. And they come off really nicely. So again, this tape is really nice. It is designed specifically for the foiling, and it works beautifully with the foil. So I did also see that if you accidentally, while taking this off, put a little too much pressure and you get some transfer of the foil onto your material, you can get an eraser and just very gently erase any mistakes that you made by just pressing, because this is pressure sensitive, whereas this is heat sensitive. So this you can push all you like and it's not going to transfer anything. Again, I'm using the washi. So you can see the difference. So this is, you can see the fine. This is your Cricut. So fine, medium, and bold. There is a very subtle difference between fine and medium. So you can see here. So fine and medium. They're actually very close, but there's a big difference between these two and the bold. You can see how thick it looks. And if you rub on it, it does rub off a little bit on my finger, it looks like, but it doesn't destroy your image, but it does come off just a little bit on my fingers. You can see this is the medium tip here. And you can see this is actually the medium tip for the foil quill. And so medium actually looks more similar to bold here. So this bold is even thicker. You can see that. So fine, medium, and bold. There is a little bit of skipping that I notice with, this is a slightly textured paper. This is Cricut brand. So there is a little bit of skipping. So here you can see the comparisons. Check out my blog for more details. I'll go into more depth about what I like and don't like about the Cricut versus the foil quill and what the benefits and the drawbacks are of each. If you have questions, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Click that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks.